A very good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us at the final session of Gaming Week. During the lockdown, gaming emerged as one of the industries that witnessed huge growth. Understanding its potential, we at Gaming Week are trying to understand the past, the present, and the road ahead. During the last 3 days, we were joined by some top names in the gaming fraternity. To begin with, I would like to thank our sponsor, powered by partner Akamai Technologies, for the support. Now introducing you to the moderator of the session, Anirban Roy Chaudhary, Associate Editor, eFACS. Once again, thank you everyone for joining. Over to you, Anirban.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Debashish. I'm less of a moderator and more of a fan today. I mean, I have all the favorite gamers right in front of me and only 45 minutes. So I'll not spend too much time in introduction. We all know you. You are the stars of the gaming universe in India. And definitely, if we had one good reason to stay locked down, that was gaming. And you and all of you played a great role there. Starting with you, Adi, you run Dynamo Gaming Channel, and it is one of the largest gaming channels in the country. Firstly, there were a lot of questions that we got for this session, and one of them were, how did you all start? So that's where I will also start. I mean, your starting journey. When did you decide that you want to become a gamer as well as a creator who will stream the games that you play? Quickly, if you could, all five of you could shed some light on it.
I mean, I just wanted to pursue my passion because, I saw a lot of people playing back then when I was in, in school, and people used to play back in, there was a cafe. We used to go to after school, we used to go to the cafes and put on our 5 rupees, 10 rupees, and then we used to play with friends and everything. So I thought, okay, let's play games and then we will, direct it as a video and we'll upload it at YouTube and then we'll see kaisa hota hai, kya hota hai. So just as a passion, I wanted to start it in and I'm still pursuing it. So I'm quite happy right now.
That's great. Naman, making passion the profession, especially when we are talking about gaming. I mean, we must have heard a lot of the other engineer banja, doctor banja, kya karega gamer banke. So, how did you turn this passion into profession?
I feel कि इसमें luck का बहुत ज़्यादा साथ था मेरे खेल में, and I casually used to play for 2 to 3 hours a day, and then one fine day one of my videos went viral. घर वालों को तब भी यकीन नहीं हो रहा था obviously, and they were like, फिर भी 1 साल तुझे पढ़ाई करनी ही पड़ेगी. And then I was मतलब मेरा BCom just खत्म ही हुआ था and LLB का मेरा प्रिपरेशन शुरू हो चुका था. But then जब वीडियो वायरल हुआ, फर्स्ट मंथ का पे आया, and then they were like, ठीक है, now you can give time to this, and then वो धीरे धीरे build up होता गया, and today I'm here.
Yeah, just for our information, that first month का पे that वो YouTube से आया था?
हाँ, YouTube से आया था first month का पे.
Okay, Chetan, your journey, आपका journey, मतलब how did it all start and what about content gaming?
So actually मेरा जो फर्स्ट चैनल था वो था क्लैश विद क्रॉन्टन, जो कि मैं क्लैश ऑफ क्लैन खेलता था, उसके वीडियोस डालता था. तो पहले मेरे को गेम का बहुत ऐसा खेलने का शौक था. तो एक्चुअल में मेरा एक फ्रेंड था अक्षय करके, तो उसने मुझे सजेस्ट किया था कि एक ऐसा यूट्यूब वगैरह होता है, वहां पे तुम ऐसे स्ट्रीमिंग वगैरह कर सकते हो, वीडियोस डाल सकते हो. तो मेरे को कुछ आइडिया नहीं था, मैं बस उसको वीडियोस देता था, वो अपलोड कर देता था. तो धीरे धीरे मैं ऐसे सीखते गया. फिर बाद में क्लैश ऑफ क्लैन के बाद फिर पबजी मोबाइल का आना और वो पबजी पीसी वगैरह अलग अलग स्ट्रीम्स में करता था. तो ऐसे मैं अलग अलग गेम्स के साथ साथ कंटिन्यू मतलब करता गया. एंड देन फिर जो कंटेंट गेमिंग है, फिर बाद में मैंने चैनल क्रिएट किया एंड फिर अभी यहाँ पे.
ग्रेट. अनिमेश, एंट्री लेवल बैरियर जो हम लोग बोलते हैं, मतलब बहुत सारे ऑब्स्टिकल्स रहते हैं जब हम कुछ करना चाहते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, आई वांट टू बिकम अ रेसर, आई विल नीड अ रेसिंग कार, एंड उसमें बहुत सारे ऑब्स्टिकल्स आ जाते हैं. भाई कितने में आता है ये गेमिंग और गेमर बनने के लिए एंट्री पॉइंट ऑब्स्टिकल्स क्या है that you had to deal with?
I believe in India it's very difficult. I think it was very difficult until a year back to become a gamer by profession. I mean, we all became professional gamers, chasing our passion. So I believe obviously the hurdle always stays, given the fact that only 4 lakh gaming PCs were sold in 1920. So if you look at these numbers, these are very less compared to what comes from the North American, European market. But the interesting point is this data is I think 4x from what it was a year back. So I believe that the barrier always definitely remains from the fact that we are an economically not so strong country. If you go to the grassroots levels, we belong to the middle class family, and affording a gaming PC or a dedicated gaming mobile phone comes at a huge cost. So I believe the entry level barrier first comes from the economics, and then secondly, in a country where we are forced to become doctors and CAs right from when we are born, you are trained to become doctors and CAs and engineers. I believe that becomes very difficult to change the mindset of the previous generation, that's our parents or our peers, that this could be a profession. And I believe that the five of us that we have joined here, this is what we are trying to do. I mean, like, apart from taking care of ourselves and our families, we are trying to set a benchmark and trying to remove this hurdle, so that for generations to come, gaming can always become a mainstream profession, I feel.
That's great. That's great. Very well put. Welcome, Manasvi. We just started. In the first round, I had asked, my name is Anirban and I'm the moderator for this session. So in the first round, I was just asking them about their journey, how it all started. So could you also share your journey? When did you decide you want to take it up seriously and actually, do it professionally? You are muted. Yes.
You hear me?
Yes, we
Yeah.
can. Please
Sorry.
go on.
So I actually started my online gaming journey when I was 12. So I was actually introduced to this game called CS 1.6, and I started playing. It was really fun, meeting people, actually talking. Like before that, I was only used to playing with bots, and when I started playing with real people, it was amazing. So that's how my gaming journey actually started. And back in 2018, I actually got, a proposal from a brand to stream on their page. I was not a streamer back then. I used to just play games, and I used to, I was used to be very active in the community, like not on not in games, but yeah, there are a lot of communities online, like there are Facebook groups and forums and all. I used to be very active there. So I actually got a proposal. They asked me if I could stream on their channel, and I was like, okay, can do it. And I did it. And the first time itself, the interaction with the audience itself, it was so amazing, which was like, oh, I really like doing this. Maybe I should start my own thing. Maybe I should start my own YouTube channel or something like that. That's how it began for me.
Great, great. Adi, I will
And
come to
about
you. Yeah.
taking it seriously, I think I took it seriously.
Yeah, please go on. Sorry.
No, I just like it's okay. I actually took it seriously when so I started earning money out of it. I guess, because monetary benefits is always something that makes you serious, take something seriously. Before that it was all hobby and all. And after a point, it was like, okay, maybe this can actually be, a viable career option for me.
That's great. That's great. Adi, I'll come to you about this craze of gamers and एक चीज तो मुझे बोलना ही पड़ेगा. There are thousands of t-shirts selling today जिसमें लिखा हुआ होता है पट से headshot. I mean, that's the power. That's the power. You had said it, I think, in one of your stream, and that's how it got popular.
Yeah.
But that's where it starts, right? If that one line becomes popular and it's on t-shirts, there can be many brands जो आपके साथ collaborate करके and actually help them out.
I mean, of course, like I used to get a lot of mails and everything from all over the brands, and like they used to say like हम ऐसा कुछ plan करते हैं, and then we do this, we do that, and हम like कुछ चीजें बनाएंगे, like we'll print OM and everything, and then we'll tag their like part sets and everything. So I used to get a lot of mails, but then जितनी भी ये t-shirts and all जो आ रही ना ये like इस पे I mean मेरी तरफ से कोई t-shirt जा नहीं रही because it's not my brand. I have a separate one, but ये मेरी तरफ से कभी गया नहीं. बट या लाइक ये जो टैगलाइन था ये काफी उस टाइम पे काफी लाइक फेमस हो गया था, एंड काफी इट वाज लाइक अ मेन स्ट्रीम, लाइक पीपल यूज्ड टू गेट इट एज अ टैग, इट यूज्ड गेट इट एज अ टाइटल लाइन एंड एवरीथिंग. इवन आई माय सेल्फ यूज्ड इट like so many times.
That's great. Animesh, you have had this experience of interacting with many brands regarding gaming. But tell me something. I mean, last year we had, during our video next event, we had a session on gaming, and we had Kelly Minati and the Asus India head. And the Asus India head was quite, he was adamant to actually show his new phone with which you can shoot from a button that they have played. It's a new phone that they have created, and they just wanted to showcase it. So I could immediately see some connect between the brand and the influencer. What has been your experience interacting with the brand so far when we talk about gamers? And is there an organized sector? I mean, for cricketers, there are agencies like Baseline and all who would go and talk to the brands and actually get a deal for you. But what happens about these gamers? And you all are also influencers today.
Right. I mean, like the best part about being in this industry over the last 2 of years is like the thing that you mentioned, that the agency and the talent management thing getting organized. I mean, like agencies like mine, I run 8-bit creatives. I have another colleague of mine who runs Trinity Gaming, which manages Dynamo and content,
Yes.
and myself who manages Mortal Scout and others. I believe that we have achieved high level of organization over the last 2 years. The interest that brands have shown, especially as we inch towards the COVID, when the entire world was locked inside their house, and when gaming actually gained the real relevance, especially in terms of content and digital content absorption. I believe that we have had numbers which we thought at one point in time was impossible to achieve in India. I mean, like when I started in 2018, I thought we could achieve these numbers 5 years down the lane, or maybe we could work with brands like Asus, OnePlus, or any other. I mean, like even non-endemic brands, like we have worked with Mamaearth, which is a cosmetic brand. So working with this kind of brands, especially during the COVID phase, I mean, like I shown the kind of prospects that gaming has in future, and also that gradually people are realizing, especially the brands are realizing, that gaming is the new trend. And also we are emerging as what we call as public figures. Apart from being just gamers or YouTubers, we are emerging as public figures, and I think I can justify this by the fact that the kind of brands that are showing interest in us, it's not only about the peripheral, the tech brands or the gaming developers, but apart from that, every other brand, be it cosmetic, clothing, or like we have worked with n number of brands. I mean, like the list is endless. So I believe, yes, you're answering your question, we are pretty much organized. There are some agencies that are doing excellent job managing creators, big creators and small and big alike. And we are just servicing to the clients needs throughout the couple of years that we have been doing, and we might continue to do so. Like we'll of course continue to do so in the coming years.
Yeah, one of the most asked question, Naman, about Mortal on Google is how much do you all earn? So I'm not going to ask you that question, but just for young gamers, if you become as big as Mortal, if you represent India in international tournaments and win, is this a good enough profession to be? Like, can you happily be there?
Yeah, I feel yes, we can happily be here. It's completely sustainable. But then one of the challenges which we faced was COVID period, and especially after the ban, there was a phase where we used to discuss if this is going to be sustainable. Now is the testing period, and I believe right now we are past few months, and I feel yes, ये इतने से भी हम लोग खुश हैं. This is also sustainable for us.
Okay. Before I move on to Chetan, to all the attendees, you can please shoot your questions. I see a lot of them coming. I will take them as we progress during the discussion. I see one question from Saswatja. It has already been answered by Thag. So, remaining questions we'll take on. Chetan, when did you realize कि भाई अब तो यहाँ पे कुछ challenges हो जाएंगे? Did that moment come and how did you overcome? मतलब कैसे आपने उससे deal किया? क्योंकि एक मोमेंट ऐसा था जब पबजी बैन हो गया, पबजी मोबाइल बैन हो गया और सबको लगा कि भाई अब तो गेमर्स के लिए थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा, बट उससे चैनल में क्या फर्क पड़ा? मतलब डिड यू सी ट्रैक्शन गोइंग डाउन?
तो हाँ, मतलब जब बैन हुआ था तो उसके बाद काफी प्रॉब्लम्स हुई थी, जैसे व्यूज है, सब्सक्राइबर्स को लेकर। मतलब लोगों को जैसे एक चीज पबजी मोबाइल वगैरह देखने की आदत थी, वो कॉम्पिटिटिव स्क्रीम्स वगैरह जो हम खेलते थे, लाइव करते थे, वो देखने की आदत लग गई थी। सडनली वो ऐसा लाइक बंद हो गया, तो वो काफी ज्यादा डाउनफॉल था। लेकिन फिर उस टाइम पे मैंने ऐसा सोचा कि चलो कुछ टाइम ये जो टाइम मिला है इसको हम कहीं और यूटिलाइज करते हैं, जैसे कि और गेम्स में प्रैक्टिस करता था, थोड़ा स्ट्रीमिंग मैंने इस टाइम के बीच थोड़ा कम कर दिया था। लेकिन फिर मैंने सोचा कि हम जो मेरे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है गॉडलैक ई स्पोर्ट्स, तो उस टाइम पे मैंने सोचा कि अलग अलग गेम के टीम्स हायर कर लेते हैं, क्योंकि शायद हमें आगे जाके पबजी मोबाइल में अगर रिप्रेजेंट हम नहीं कर पाए इंडिया को इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे, या तो फिर मैंने ऐसे कॉडेम की हो या फिर वैलोरेंट, ऐसे 2 टीम मैंने साइन कर ली इस टाइम में। और फिर इसके ऊपर फिर न्यू बूट कैम्प वगैरह ये सारी चीजें बनाई। तो इस टाइम को मैंने सोचा चलो अभी टेम्पररी इसको यूटिलाइज कर लेता है। और अभी फिर वापस से वो जब हो गया तो अब वापस धीरे धीरे थोड़ा सा स्ट्रीमिंग को वगैरह लेकर अब थोड़ा रेगुलर चल रहा है। प्रॉब्लम तो होती है, बस ये है कि अगर तुम सही से फेस करोगे। ये मतलब ऐसा हुआ था कि वो लास्ट 2-3 मंथ जो थे, बट टेंशन सी भी होती थी कि अब आगे कैसे करेंगे, क्या करेंगे। लेकिन फैमिली सपोर्ट, जो ऑडियंस सपोर्ट था, तो उसके चलते मतलब डाउनफॉल था, बट वो है था फिर वापस से ट्रैक को पकड़ना है हमें, तो अब उसी के हिसाब से फिर सारी चीजें कर रहा था।
Great, great. Manasvi, there's a question. It's from Shashwat. In the blogging, streaming, posting clips, gameplays, what else can you look at if, in terms of content that goes on the screen? And I'll ask this to others as well.
Blogging, streaming. So that is like if you look at a content creator, it's his or her creativity that matters. Like usually, people like to watch memes. I think I like to post memes as well. Before I even got into streaming and all, I used to be a meme creator mostly. I had a meme page and I used to make a lot of memes on gaming. So that is one kind of content that I like to put out, even though it doesn't really have to have me. Like, when I look at content, it is just gaming content. It doesn't like usually it's like it doesn't need to have my face or my identity. So that is the kind of content I look forward to. Or maybe, there are a lot of series that I've been seeing, like Thug does this nice podcast kind of thing that where he invites his friends and, they have a talk show kind of thing. Like it's a lot of coffee with Karan, but with gamers. And I love watching it because, when you look up to some gamer or a content creator, you get to know them at a deep root level, which is also interesting. So these are podcasts. In fact, podcasts are a great content, I guess, and people like to consume it because it's always like people see your face every day, but what would they like to know more is you. So I think that you yourself become content for people and not just the games that you play.
Okay, okay, very well put. Model, you would like to take it? What else can be put? Can you can put on your channel? Can
Okay,
you
so
now really start giving tips and teaching? Because I see
right.
a lot of cricketers now doing it. Giving long form lectures on how to bat or bowl. So, do you think you can now move into that?
सो एवर सिंस द बिगिनिंग, जब हम लोग ने शुरुआत की थी, जैसे मेरा पर्सनली शुरुआत सिर्फ वीडियो से हुआ था. आई नेवर थॉट कि मैं लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग में जाऊंगा, बट देन मैं लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग में गया. देन आई मेट अ ग्रुप ऑफ फ्रेंड्स. जैसे हम लोग यहाँ पे 16 लोग 15 लोग जो हैं साथ में रह रहे हैं. हम लोगों ने डिसाइड किया दैट वी कैन, मतलब जैसे अभी माम्बा और किसी और भी स्ट्रीमर को ले लो जो लोग अब व्लॉगिंग में शिफ्ट हो गए. देन आई केम अप विद चैलेंज वीडियोस एंड प्रैंक वीडियो मैंने कल ही एक रिलीज किया मेरा. देन थग ऑल्सो केम अप विद व्लॉगिंग एंड अलग अलग टाइप के यही कंटेंट है जो भी आई मीन किसे पता आगे चल के हम वाइन्स में जाए. वी आर नाउ इनटू यूट्यूब शॉर्ट्स भी हम लोग बना लेते हैं अब. सो देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स, देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ एवेन्यूज व्हिच वी कैन वर्क ऑन. एंड थग ने अपना थगवा विद चर्चा भी स्टार्ट किया था. सो वी आर ट्राइंग टू टच एवरी एस्पेक्ट ऑफ कंटेंट क्रिएशन, बट कोई भी चीज में हम जल्दबाजी नहीं कर रहे हैं, धीरे धीरे कर रहे हैं, सो दैट कुछ भी हम करें तो उसका एक एक मार्क होना चाहिए. बिकॉज अगर हम कोई भी चीज ऐसे ही करके छोड़ देंगे तो वो ऐसा होगा कि इट विल बी लेफ्ट अननोटिस्ड टोटली.
Adi, you want to add?
Yeah.
On the kinds of content that we can put up. I see a lot of gaming PC reviews being watched a lot nowadays because the gaming PC sales are going up. Maybe that's why. But what are the content that you think you can put from your channel, which will actually not upset your core viewers because they have certain expectations from your channel?
I mean, yeah, like Model already covered a lot of aspects right now, and like back in, I think I already started blogging on my channel as well. I made a new channel for blogging as well. And again, as you mentioned, tech reviews channels hote, like as like make it a keyboard, make it as a headphones or whatever. Like you like just purchase it and like buy it and like make a review on it. So काफी लोगों को देखना अच्छा लगता है. And also about vlogging, people actually want to like learn about you. Like they want to know like आपके life में क्या चल रहा है, what you're doing, and आपका schedule क्या है सुबह उठने का, and then like वो सब देखना चाहते हैं लोग काफी सारे. So you can go for like जैसे भी मॉडल ने कहा शॉर्ट्स पे काम कर रहे सारे लोग. And I also like uploaded a lot of shorts, and then व्लॉगिंग पे काफी काम चल रहा है. देन अगेन आपके जो टेक प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं उस पर आप काम करते हो. एंड ऑफ कोर्स काफी चीजें आप एक वीडियो बनाते हो, बहुत सारी चीजें होती है. सो लाइक यू कैन परस्यू ऑल दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स व्हाइल स्ट्रीमिंग एंड प्लेइंग लॉट ऑफ गेम्स.
Okay. Animesh, there's a question. It's from Priyanka Arora. She's asking, how can advertisers determine the gamers, their target audience if their target audience is actually playing? So, even I had a similar question actually, and I'll put it a little bit into context. Are gamers now influencing, decisions? Do you see will I just buy a mobile phone because Mortal says, PUBG is better, or Call of Duty is better in that phone?
I mean, like, working with clients, one thing I've realized that no client hands off you a retainer deal straight up. But, the gamers, for all the 4 or 5 gamers that we have here, we all have worked with a couple of retainers, these deals in our career, which definitely did not come at once. And first, there's a trial phase wherein the brand works with you for a week or a month or say, and then they come back to you and say, okay, we want to work with you for a year. So I think, then coming back to us to work with us again is something that is a very strong justification of the fact that, yes, we are influencing the audience to drive sales or drive reach or drive the marketing goal that the campaign has. So I mean, like, I can confidently say that working with OnePlus, working with Mamaearth, these are the brands that have worked with us for years. I mean, like, it's already been 8 months since I'm working with Mamaearth, and we have like 15 influencers working with them which work under me. And then for OnePlus ad, we worked with them for a year. For Asus Mortal work under me with for 2 months or 3 months or say. And I mean, like, these have been some of the brands that have come to us again and again. And these are not like just tech brands, like I pointed out, Mamaearth. And we also did with Amazon Prime, wherein we shot with Manoj Vajpayee himself for his Family Man. So and we have worked. And also, if I'm not wrong, we also done, I think, 3 to 4 shows with Netflix as well. So if you see, I've brought up different multiple industries that have worked with us. And now the point is, if gamers are influencers or not, this question is answered by a very simple fact, that is a brand interest. I mean, like, if all such big brands would spend a notable amount of sum in doing market research, after that they approach us and then they realize that we actually want to work with gamers. So I think this completely answers your question, that the brand interest is coming from the fact that, yes, they look up to us as influencers right now who can drive whatever marketing goal they have. And also, the best fact about working with us is, like, we as gamers, especially agencies like us, we work very closely with brand and help them curate the campaign. Like, there have been instances where the brand did not want a very mainstream streaming collaboration wherein we stream and we have a logo put up. That's when we go back and we try to build a story around it. I think we did with MX Player for one of their shows called Raktanchal. It was a week-long campaign wherein we made some hype around it. We tried to create some suspicion and some noise around it, and eventually we went like, that was one of the very successful campaigns that we have done. And I think we peaked I think Mortal alone peaked a watching of more than 100,000 plus. So the point is, it also depends for brands with whom, which creator, which agency they are working with. Because you could be a streamer, but then if you can help the brand to curate their campaign, and wherein both the sides are balanced, the band's requirement and the gaming effect to it, I mean, like, that's where the campaigns look beautiful and come out successfully.
Great. Naman, it's a very interesting question. And actually, yesterday we had a session where Akshat Rathi, the MD of Nodwin Gaming, was there with us as a speaker, and he uses this term, e-sport athlete. They are not gamers; they're e-sport athletes. So for you would have said you are an e-sport athlete and not just a gamer. But tell me something. To be a streamer, do you really need to be a professional? Pro, as we say. When you do you need to be a pro, or can an amateur gamer also stream and make money?
I feel कि streamer बनने के लिए सबसे पहले तो you don't need to be a pro, because a person who's watching you is either watching you for entertainment, A, or B, he's watching you for your gameplay. So it depends. आपका अच्छा gameplay भी हो सकता है. You can entertain them with good gameplay, but then again, good gameplay में there are levels. You have to prove them at an international stage. वहाँ पे अगर आप जाओगे, वहाँ पे आप अगर जीतोगे, national level पे जीतोगे, represent करोगे, then obviously you will get that recognition on अपने आप मिल जाएगा आपको. But then entertainment का यही है कि you are with your friends, या आप अकेले भी कैसे भी entertain कर पा रहे हो, even if it's through your editing skills, तो आपको वो recognition automatically मिल जाएगा. But then pro player, क्योंकि बहुत सारे players हैं, everyone can practice. ठीक है, कोई भी प्रैक्टिस करके आज खेलेगा. इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी कि सब उसको देखें. बट देन इफ यू प्रूव, अगर आप पार्टिसिपेट करोगे एंड देन यू प्रूव, तो अब आपको वो रिकॉग्निशन मिल सकता है.
Okay, Mansvi, you want to add? Do you really need to be a pro to be a good streamer, or is it how you interact and connect with your audience that matters?
Absolutely, I would agree with that. You don't need to be a pro player. Like I myself, let's just talk about the game that I'm currently playing. I'm playing Valorant. When I started playing it, I was not very experienced with FPS games. So I started out being a silver, and everyone used to be like, "Oh, you're such a low ranker," and all. But they still stuck around and watched because not always, you getting good headshots or, getting good kills is content. Sometimes you can have bad gameplays, which can turn out into funny moments. And people like to watch that too. And how you interact with your audience or you interact with your teammates itself, it becomes, I think it's the most important fact or the thing that people actually come to watch on streams is entertainment. And if you're entertaining them in one or other way, it's just the same. Like you can show them, it's different cuisines. You can give them good gameplay, or you can give them good entertainment. You can be funny, you can be suspicious, or some things, like all the factors, they just add up into one whole thing called entertainment, and you just serve it to them, and they're ready to have it.
Great, great. Chetan, is it all about packaging? मतलब आप कैसे बात कर रहे हैं और बहुत सारे टेक रिव्यूअर्स है, बट सबके रिव्यूज को उतना व्यूज नहीं मिलता है. And there is a saying that the presentation is what it takes. So what do you think?
So एक्चुअल में मैं तो ये मानता हूँ कि जैसे कोई स्ट्रीमर है, वो जो पहले मैं ये कवर कर लेता हूँ जो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन था, तो कि कैसे बात करते हो आप व्यूअर से. बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि कोई टॉक्सिक कमेंट आता है, उसको आप कैसे हैंडल कर लेते हो. कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि आप कोई गुस्से में कुछ कमेंट कर देता है, लेकिन अगर आप उससे प्यार से बात करते हो, उसको समझा देते हो, तो जो ऑडियंस देख रही होती है तो वो भी कुछ समझ जाती है, मतलब कि यार नहीं है तो हम गलत कर रहे हैं. बट अगर आप उन्हीं के साथ ऐसे कुछ गलत वे मतलब फिर ऐसे गुस्से में बात करोगे, तो जहाँ पे चांसेस होता है कुछ सीन ऐसे शॉर्ट होने, तो वहां पे मतलब और टॉक्सिसिटी बढ़ जाती है. तो कहीं ना कहीं स्ट्रीमर्स के ऊपर भी ये करता है कि वो व्यूअर्स के साथ कैसे इंटरेक्ट करता है और ये सारी चीजें. और ये बात मैं तो मानता हूँ कि एक ऑडियंस का अलग अलग लेवल है. जैसे कि कुछ लोग होते हैं जो बस एंटरटेनमेंट के लिए देखते हैं, उनको गेम प्ले से कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. लेकिन कुछ ऐसे भी लोग होते हैं कि जिनको गेम प्ले भी देखना होता है, और कुछ लोग ऐसे होते हैं गेम प्ले के साथ साथ थोड़ा फन, मतलब ऐसे. तो अगर जैसे बात करोगे मोर्टल की, तो मोर्टल को लाइक स्किल्स और ऐसे स्पोर्ट्स प्लेयर्स की तरह लोग देखते हैं. अभी रिसेंटली एंटरटेनमेंट वगैरह वो काफी मतलब अच्छा करता है, तो उसके लिए भी देखते हैं. बात करें डायनामो का, तो डायनामो का जैसे मुझे तो वॉइस वगैरह ऐसा मतलब अच्छा लगता है ऐसे नॉर्मल ऐसा एज अ व्यूअर. तो उसे बात करने का तरीका, लोगों को समझाने का तरीका, तो इन चीजों के लिए भी लोग देखते हैं. और रही बात अगर मैं किसी और प्लेयर की बात करूँ, स्पोर्ट्स प्लेयर की, जैसे जोनाथन है, तो उसको जो है वो बस गेम प्ले के लिए देखते हैं. अगर मतलब तो ऐसे चीजें होती है.
Adi, is there a competition? Do you all keep a track of किसके कितने followers है, और ये करके अगर follower ज़्यादा हो रहा है तो मुझे वो करके आगे निकलना पड़ेगा? Like is there a Times Now Republic kind of a thing, if you know what I mean?
I mean, like, to be honest, like कोई ऐसा सोचता नहीं है इस फील्ड में कि like ये मैं से आगे है या मैं इससे आगे हूँ. Like everyone has a separate goal. हर किसी को like अपने दिन का एक पूरा चार्ट बनाना है. हर किसी को like एक गोल परस्यू करना है कि like मुझे अपने कंटेंट पे ये दिखाना है ताकि मेरी ऑडियंस इससे खुश हो जाए. So I feel like कि आपका जो कंपटीशन होना चाहिए वो आप खुद कंपटीशन होना चाहिए. लाइक आप अपनी ऑडियंस को क्या बता रहे हो, लाइक आप कौन सा कंटेंट अपलोड कर रहे हो. देयर नॉट शुड बी लाइक कि मैं इससे आगे निकल जाऊंगा तो मेरा ये हो जाएगा, या ये मेरे से निकल गया तो इसका ये भला हो जाएगा, या मेरा ये खराब हो जाएगा. अगर आप ये सब थिंकिंग रख के कर रहे हो तो देन एक दिन ऐसा कोई आपसे भी आगे निकल जाएगा, देन आप क्या करोगे, राइट? आप कुछ नहीं कर पाओगे उस दिन भी. सो बेसिक शुड बी लाइक कि आप अपने बारे में सोचो, एंड देन आप ये सोचो कि लाइक जो ऑडियंस आपको देखने आ रही है वो क्या पसंद करती है, एंड इफ यू वांट टू गेट इंस्पायर फ्रॉम अदर यूट्यूबर्स, देन ट्राई करो कि लाइक वो ऐसा क्या बेटर कर रहे हैं जो मैं भी शायद कर सकता हूँ, एंड देन मेरी ऑडियंस को भी अच्छा लगेगा. सो टू बी ऑनेस्ट, लाइक कोई भी, या लाइक जितने भी लोग यहाँ बैठे हैं, बाकी लोग भी, कोई किसी कंपटीशन में नहीं है बिल्कुल भी. एंड देन हर कोई अपना अपना ट्राई करते रहता है. कोई अलग गेम खेल रहा है, कोई कुछ गेम खेल रहा है, कोई लाइक कुछ भी कंटेंट डाल रहा है, कोई लाइक फनी कंटेंट डाल रहा है, कोई एंटरटेन कर रहा है, कोई टेक रिव्यूज डाल रहा है, कोई लाइक जैसे थगवा भी चर्चा भी थगवा निकाला था. सो ये सारी चीजें लाइक बहुत सेपरेट कंटेंट्स है जो ऑडियंस को काफी अच्छे लगते हैं.
Okay, Animesh, there are many platforms where gamers go and stream. There's Twitch, there's YouTube, there's Facebook Gaming, which are popular in India, and there's Microsoft, which has its own platform, and globally they are going and signing deals with gamers to ensure that those gamers stream on those platforms. And YouTube and Twitch, it's an open war in the US. What is happening in India? Do you see any other platform gaining attention apart from YouTube, or is it primarily YouTube? And are there discussions about deals of you'll exclusively stream on YouTube and not elsewhere?
See, I cannot dive into the prospects of exclusive deals, but what I can say, yes, in Indian market, definitely YouTube primarily stays. I mean, like, it's the biggest platform, and I believe that Twitch and Facebook gaming are not even close. Recently, over the last year and a half, I guess, Loco Gaming has done really well in establishing the Indian gaming scene. It's a dedicated gaming platform, and it's been doing really well. Like, apart from what YouTube is, you can call the umbrella. I mean, like, if you look at a pyramid effect, it's at the top, and then everything that comes is below that. But I believe like platforms like Loco are doing an excellent job in helping the gaming ecosystem to sustain by providing obviously deals to the smaller creators and providing them monthly remuneration stuff. So I believe that yes, there is a big trend in the community of streaming in all platforms, which I think is good, and it definitely helps the entire gaming economy to sustain, the creator economics to sustain. And also talking about Twitch and Facebook gaming, I believe they have a long way to go to enter the Indian market. Facebook recently entered the Indian market. They are trying their stuff, but let's see where it goes. But right now, I feel that obviously YouTube is at number one, and then I feel that the other platforms follow.
And as more platforms grow, do you think it will create a healthy competition for the gamers?
Yes, I mean, like, it always does. I mean, like, and if there is competition in the market, it definitely helps the creators positively. It has helped us in the past to negotiate and get better deals for our creators, and I think it would continue to do so, especially with stuff like Loco Facebook coming up. I believe that YouTube does have a competition in terms of the bigger chunk, but then if you talk about reach, content, and the widespread app usage, then obviously you cannot just compete with YouTube India in India.
Okay. Ask you both the same question. How much time do you spend understanding who is watching your content on YouTube? Is that something you do like by understanding the insights? मतलब आपको पता भी है कौन देख रहा है? Is it just that मुझे जो करना है मैं वो passionately करूँगा and viewers को, अगर मैं passionately कर रहा हूँ तो viewers को अच्छा लगेगा?
हाँ एग्जैक्टली ये पॉइंट आपने जो बोला, जो मैं कर रहा हूँ वो व्यूअर्स को अच्छा लगेगा, बट देन ऑल्सो वो जब हम वीडियो डालते हैं तो यूट्यूब के एनालिटिक्स में हम लोग को पता चलता है कि व्हाट पोर्शन ऑफ द वीडियो सबसे ज्यादा जहाँ पे एंगेजमेंट था, व्यूअर्स ने सबसे ज्यादा कौन सा पोर्शन एंजॉय किया. सो वो चीज से हम लोग को एक आइडिया मिल जाता है कि मे बी दिस इज द टाइप ऑफ कंटेंट दैट व्यूअर्स ऑब्वियसली लाइक. तो उस हिसाब से हम लोग फिर वीडियोस में भी बनाना शुरू करते हैं. बट देन ऑब्वियसली राइट नाउ वी आर एट अ प्लेस, आदि एंड मी आर एट अ प्लेस वेयर वी हैव अ लॉट मोर टू एक्सप्लोर, अ लॉट मोर टू शो टू द ऑडियंस. हम लोगों ने उस चीजों को छुआ भी नहीं है. सो वील डेफिनेटली इन द नियर फ्यूचर वो नए नए चीजें जैसे जैसे हम दिखाएंगे. आई मीन वी आर स्टिल एट अ फेज वेयर वी आर एक्सप्लोरिंग, एंड ऑडियंस उस चीज को खुद अडेप्ट करती जा रही है. दे आर डेफिनेटली एंजॉयिंग इट, बिकॉज समटाइम्स हम लोग कुछ ऐसा करते हैं जहां हम लोग ही क्लूलेस होते हैं शुरुआत में, एंड ऑडियंस को वो भी पसंद आता है. सो या pretty much.
Adi, please add on.
Yeah, I mean, like Naman said कि जो analytics होते हैं वो हमें like काफी help करते हैं कि like हमारी audience base कहाँ पे. Like if I give you a proper example, 97% of audience base are from India. Then comes like Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and then Pakistan and all the neighboring countries. And again, the content wise अगर मैं बोलना चाहूँ तो जैसे नमन ने बीच में एक मूवी पे काम किया था जिसने PUBG Mobile पे स्टार्ट किया था, राइट नमन? जो एक मूवी बनाई थी तुम लोगों ने मिलके सबने. So like वो एक content हो गया. I created proper content, like you can say it like fake Dynamo, जिसपे हम like ट्रोल करते हैं and like act as a noob and everything. So ये काफी सारी चीजें होती है जो हमें हेल्प करती है to understand what our audience wants to watch on our channel. So like we, जैसे नमन ने कहा कि like हम अभी still एक initial stage पे like हम खुद से सीखना चाहते हैं कि like हम क्या चीजें कर रहे हैं. At starting हमने बहुत सारी चीजें ट्राई की, like ये अच्छा होगा, then we got to know like अच्छा ठीक है ये content है जिसपे ज्यादा engagement and people are liking to watch this video, उनको अच्छा लग रहा है ये सब चीजें देखना. So we worked on this and then again we are still learning कि like हम क्या क्या चीजें और कर सकते हैं. And of course जो मेजर पार्ट ये रहेगा कि like जो एनालिटिक्स होते हैं वो आपको बहुत ज्यादा हेल्प करते हैं कि टू अंडरस्टैंड कि व्हाट काइंड ऑफ कंटेंट पीपल लाइक्स टू वॉच ऑन योर चैनल एंड आपको किस चीज पे ज्यादा काम करना चाहिए.
ओके लेकिन जब सीखने का बात आता है चेतन, वो मतलब सीखने का कहाँ से, अगर आपके पास इनफ ऑप्शंस है जहाँ से आप सीख सकते हैं आज, या एक दूसरे का वीडियो देख के सीखना पड़ता है, लेकिन ये सीखने का जो प्रोसेस है वो क्या है?
एक्चुअल में जैसे ऑडियंस जिस चीज को सपोर्ट करते हैं, अगर कोई चीज अपन पोस्ट कर देते हैं तो अगर वो व्यूज कमेंट में भी पता चल जाता है कि वो लाइक कैसे वहाँ पे कुछ पॉइंट्स बोलते हैं कि यार चेतन ये नहीं ऐसा करना चाहता स्ट्रीम में, मतलब चाहे फिर कंटेंट को लेकर हो या फिर क्वालिटी को लेकर हो, तो हमेशा जो ऑडियंस होती है वो सजेस्ट करते रहते हैं, या तो डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर पे हो या फिर बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि हमने कोई चीज गलती कर लेते हम नोटिस नहीं करते, लेकिन फिर वो इंस्टेंटली उठा के इंस्टा पे टैग कर देते हैं कि यार नहीं ये गलत था, इसको ठीक करना पड़ेगा। तो मतलब एक्चुअल में 99% जो काम होता है वो खुद ऑडियंस ही करके देते हैं कि नहीं तुम ये करो, ये नहीं तुम ये करो, क्योंकि वो उनको अच्छा लगना चाहिए, वो खुद जो चीजें देखना चाहते हैं वो ऐसे सजेस्ट करते रहता है, और बाकी जो काम है बस हमें मतलब वो उनके जो ओपिनियन है वो लेकर उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करना।
Okay, okay. Manasvi, there is this entire allegation on gamers that you all negatively influence the kids, especially the ones who are your fans. Yesterday, Satya Raghavan, who is the YouTube India head, he was there on my panel and he had said that the gamers need to take a Zen pill at time. Today also we have a question like how many hours have you played without sleeping? And remember, whenever you are playing without sleeping, there is somebody watching without sleeping. So how do you as an influencer think about it that I must not negatively influence my fan?
I mean, I do think a lot about it. Like, I shouldn't be going out and telling them some stuff. Like, there might be a lot of wrong stuff that I might be doing, which they're watching, and they're probably like, okay. Because I'm a person who does the graveyard shift. I start my stream at 10 p.m. and it goes on till 5 a.m. And I wake up at like, yeah. So my whole sleep schedule is really, really messed up right now. And yeah, my viewers also along with me have the same sleep schedule. And my dad, I think the biggest critic is my dad all the time. Like every time I stream beyond some hours, I was like, you are the one who's actually spoiling the country. It's you. Like you keep playing PUBG and then like because my younger brother also he plays Free Fire and PUBG and so he's like, see, you do this, which is why he does that. So it does. So I think we consciously make a point to tell them not to, because I keep telling my viewers, like, if if you're playing for long hours, make sure you take breaks or make sure you use the blue glasses so that the light doesn't affect your eyes and you stretch when you're like playing games, like, because I would at times play 8 hours a day, but that's not healthy, right? So I do try, put across a message, but then again, it's what you do, what people follow, and especially your viewers, people who actually love you. Yeah, consciously I try to, but unconsciously maybe I might be putting out some wrong message out there. But again, if people actually go around and accuse me that okay, video games are the ones that make you violent, I would straight up just deny that because नहीं करते यार हम लोग, like there are a lot of there's a lot of violence going around in the country and in the whole world, but इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि हर एक पर्सन वो जो कर रहा है वो गेमर ही है, एंड एक अगर गेमर गलत चीज करता है उसका मतलब ये नहीं कि पूरा गेमिंग की वजह से ही हो रहा है. So yeah, gaming also teaches you a lot of things because मेरा social life is almost zero. But the only social life जो मुझे है वो है through games. Like मैं रात को जाती हूँ डिस्कॉर्ड पे बैठती हूँ, 4-5 फ्रेंड्स आ जाते हैं, वही मेरी सोशल लाइफ है फिलहाल. इनफैक्ट पैंडेमिक सिचुएशन में जब एवरीवन वाज लूजिंग देयर माइंड्स कि यार दोस्तों से मिलने नहीं हो रहा है, कुछ एक्शन नहीं हो रहा है, तभी गेमर्स एंड आई एम प्रीटी श्योर जो सारे मेरे साथ बैठे हैं चारों, दे वुड एग्री कि हमें कुछ ज्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ा था. हाँ, बस बाहर जाना बंद हो गया था, बट हमारी जो सोशल इंटरेक्शन थी वो बंद नहीं हुई थी, वो जैसी चलती थी वो अभी भी वैसी ही चल रही थी. तो आई गेस we were in a positive right now, and video games, they teach you a lot of things, and violence is into one.
Okay. There's a question for you, Animesh. It's from Janet, I think Janet Gigi. He's asking, will you hire content creators from south of India? Because it's always from the north and no one really concentrates on what's happening on the south where one can actually ace.
I mean, like that's just a like what I would say. I would say it's just a mindset that it's about the north and south. I don't know where that concept comes from. I've been working very closely with a lot of South Indian agencies, like South India based agencies, like Sky Sports itself, which is a very big premium company running a lot of events. So I don't know where that idea came from, but then obviously whenever there is openings in 8-bit creatives, we look out for the best creators, irrespective of which part of the world right now they are based out. It's not just about India. We're always hiring, and we are very soon expanding globally. So I don't know, it's nothing like that about north or south. It's just that we are spanned across the globe. So yes, whenever there's an opening or whenever we feel that we are looking for a creator, we'll definitely reach out to the creator irrespective of where he or she is based out of.
Okay. I'll come back to you with one of my questions, but there is one question for Adi, and it's about how do you deal with nasty comments and trolls and and slangs while you are in the middle of the game, and does it affect your gameplay?
I mean, like the basic answer would be like just ignore and focus on your game, focus on your audience, and focus on what you're doing. And अगर आप उसको ignore करते रहोगे, so like अच्छी बात है, आप ज्यादा फोकस कर पा रहे हो गेम पे. एंड लाइक अगर आप एक मोमेंट पे थ्रो कर रहे हो गेम या फिर थोड़ा सा एक बैड डिसीजन हो गया, आपकी टीम हार गई है, एंड द नेक्स्ट मोमेंट इफ यू लाइक विन दैट मैच, पीपल वुड बी लाइक वाह नाइस ओपी गेम प्ले एंड एवरीथिंग. सो बेसिक आंसर वुड बी लाइक जस्ट इग्नोर, don't act on any negative comments, don't act on any like trolling pages and everything. Just focus on your aim and bas game khelte raho. That would be like the best answer I can say.
Yeah, Naman, you want to add? How do you deal with it? And do you practice? Like, cricketers would say they practice continuously to ensure that they are not getting distracted by the crowd or the sledging that happens around. Same badminton players would say their focus is always on the shuttle and not elsewhere. Being an athlete, do you also have to practice this? Like, I'm not going to get distracted by what is happening around the noise that are around. And it sometimes is at your face, right? Like you are playing and you can see it.
आई डोंट फील कि किसी को भी प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ता है ये चीज, बिकॉज आई हैव सीन क्रिएटर्स हु हैव बीन मतलब अब जैसे मैं इग्नोर कर देता हूँ हेट को या जो भी हो वो, एंड मॉडरेटर्स हैंडल करते हैं उस चीज को. सिमिलरली आई हैव सीन पीपल हु गो बैश एंड उन्हीं को अपना दिखा देते हैं किधर है वो लोग, ऐसा टाइप का भी होता है. सो इट्स जस्ट अबाउट द ऑडियंस को इस चीज में एक्चुअली ऐसा है कि दे विल फॉलो द क्रिएटर फॉर हु ही इज. उसका ये नहीं है कि उसने उसको बुरा क्यों बोला, ऐसा क्यों बोला. दे विल फॉलो हिम, दे विल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड हिज पर्सपेक्टिव कि वो ऐसे पोजीशन पे बैठ के इफ ही इज डीलिंग विद सच हेट, तो why should he entertain them, and simply उन लोग को बस सुना दिया या ब्लॉक कर दिया है जो भी है. so I don't think so इसमें कोई भी प्रैक्टिस की बात आती है. एवरी स्ट्रीमर हियर आई फील इज वो अपने आप जैसा वो है वैसा ही रहता है एंड अपने हिसाब से डील करता है इस चीज को.
Okay. Animesh, how do you make money when you are a gamer? Like, what are the monetization avenues open for you? Is it the money that is coming from YouTube? That's because you are a creator. Also, you go and you play tournaments. So if you win, there is a prize money. But can you tell me, like, break it? Don't give me numbers on who makes how much money. I understand there's confidential information, but just what are the avenues for revenue that you have?
I mean, like there are multiple verticals for making money if you're a gamer or if you're a part of this industry, which definitely starts from the very top, which is game development, game publishing, etc. But eventually, as you become a gamer, there are two aspects to which one is the content side and one is the esports side. Esports are the esports players who get a share of prize money, and apart from salaries, I mean, like there are top gamers across the globe who are getting paid in millions of dollars, and in India as well, there are gamers who are getting paid way more than maybe 9 to 5 job would fetch you. Apart from that, being a content creator, you do have your mainstream donations and your ad rev, but then obviously brand endorsements and retainer deals, something like exclusivity deal which we were discussing about. These definitely help in getting money. And also from what I've felt, the trend that I've seen in other parts of the world, which I think would eventually come down to India as well, wherein when you are a gamer when you're at the peak of your career, eventually when you retire as a gamer, I've seen a lot of gamers get into gaming companies and act as a advisor or maybe stay in the same org and go to a different role of a coach. So they are very like if you see as an industry as a whole, there is every avenue that every other industry has to offer, we have it in gaming as well. It's just that the industry is growing, and I believe that it's a little I guess a couple more years before we reach a stage where we have every vertical open. But I feel that with every quarter that we are passing, I see a different vertical coming up. I mean, like for say Dynamo started his own apparel stuff where he started stuff. So that's a vertical that was existent in other parts of the world since very long. So in India, Dynamo launched it. So I believe that that's every quarter to quarter we are opening new avenues, we are bringing in new avenues, getting those verticals to gaming. So I believe that there's like everything that exists in other industries do exist in gaming. You can go for retailing, you can go for endorsements, stuff, everything. I mean, like there are many, but the main thing is obviously you just need to bifurcate between a professional gamer and a content creator.
Okay. Okay, we are at the last stage of our discussion. I'll soon take remarks to end with. But before that, Dynamo, there's a question. Being a streamer, we all believe that you are running your own small enterprise that include operations related to finance, taxation, etc. How do you guys manage it?
I mean, can you repeat the question? I didn't understand properly.
Yeah. So it is. It says Abhishek Agarwal is asking this question. He's asking, being a streamer, we all believe that you are running your own small enterprise that also include operations related to finance, taxation, etc. How do you guys plan your finances?
I mean, like we have a proper team set up over there, and to be very honest, like I don't get a single point कि like क्या चीजें हमें invest करनी चाहिए, क्या चीजें करनी चाहिए. But yeah, like at certain point you get to know some things, like अगर आप एक चीज पे काम कर रहे हैं and you are earning from that something, and like you have to invest that money, and you have to go for something. like अब देखना चाहिए कि like क्या करें क्या ना करें, कैसे हम future के बारे में सोच सकते हैं इस चीज के लिए, and कैसे we also like focus on all the content that we are producing, and again उस चीज पे हम क्या यूनिक चीज कर सकते हैं, देन अगेन वो फ्यूचर में कैसे हमारे काम आ सकती है. सो टू बी ऑनेस्ट, लाइक आई वुड से कि एक प्रॉपर एक टीम सेटअप होनी चाहिए इस पीछे, एंड अगेन जो आपको हेल्प करे, आपको गाइड करे सारी चीजों के लिए कि आपको किस टाइम पे क्या डिसीजन लेना चाहिए, आपको कैसी चीजें देखनी चाहिए, कैसी चीजें करनी चाहिए, कौन से रॉन्ग पैटर्न पे ना जाते हुए एक अच्छे काम करते रहो, ताकि लाइक सारी चीजें आपके फेवर में अच्छे से लाइक काम करते रहे.
Okay. Naman, one last question for you. What do you think will help grow the popularity of gamers and gaming in India? Do you need more tournaments, high quality tournaments which are marketed and streamed or even broadcast on television? Or do you need more gamers to come and stream to grow this audience? ये audience कैसे बढ़ेंगे ये gaming के? Both as gamers as well as viewers.
I feel gamers and viewers का कमी नहीं है. Each and everyone, मतलब सबको गेम खेलना पसंद है. Viewers बहुत सारे हैं, and we have seen in the analytics कि viewers का कमी नहीं है बिल्कुल भी. But then yes, इस चीज को overall growth करने के लिए the games have to come up with huge tournaments, अच्छे tournaments, good quality tournaments, so that तब उस गेम को, उस पर्टिकुलर गेम को रिकग्निशन मिलेगा. एक स्ट्रीमर सिर्फ एक गेम खेलता है, अगर उसको स्पॉन्सरशिप मिला, फॉर एग्जांपल इफ आई गेट अ स्पॉन्सरशिप फॉर अ गेम, उससे आई डोंट फील सो इतना फायदा होता है. बट देन द ओवरऑल बेनिफिट इज व्हेन देयर इज अ लैंड टूर्नामेंट. अगर वैसा कुछ होता है देन आई फील कि उसका इम्पैक्ट ज्यादा रहता है. फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मुझे डायनामो को, थक को, चेतन को बुला लिया फॉर कास्टिंग, जस्ट एन एग्जाम्पल, तो उस चीज से आई फील कि ज्यादा इम्पैक्ट होगा उस चीज पर, उस गेम को ज्यादा रिकग्निशन मिलेगा. पीपल फॉर वॉचिंग अस, दे विल आल्सो वॉच द गेम obviously, and then they'll start relating धीरे धीरे. just how it happened with PUBG Mobile, obviously, जैसे उन्होंने वो लैंड टूर्नामेंट्स उस तरीके से उन्होंने बिल्डअप किया हर चीज को. स्ट्रीमर्स तो ऑलरेडी खेल रहे थे उस चीज को, एंड सिमिलरली स्ट्रीमर्स और भी गेम्स खेल रहे हैं, बट देन द गेम्स आर नॉट कमिंग अप विद सच ह्यूज टूर्नामेंट्स, लैंड टूर्नामेंट्स. आई फील कि जैसे ही ये हो जाएगा वैसे ही ग्रोथ होना अपने आप शुरू हो जाएगा. बट व्यूअर्स एंड गेमर्स का कमी बिल्कुल नहीं है. एवरीवन वांट्स टू गेम एंड व्यू.
लास्ट सेट ऑफ कमेंट्स. चेतन, आज के दिन में सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज क्या है आपके लिए, कोई भी गेमर्स के लिए? आपके नजरिए से सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज क्या है आज कोई भी गेमर्स के लिए?
मुझे तो लगता है कि जो मेरे लिए जो रहा है कि एज अ गेमर सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज जो है वो है कि इस कम्युनिटी में जो इंडियन कम्युनिटी है इसमें ऐसे बहुत सारे मतलब टॉक्सिक ऑडियंस है अपने यहाँ पे. मतलब वो कभी कभी इतना हद तक टॉक्सिसिटी ये करते हैं कि उस टाइम पे उसको डील करना मतलब ऐसा लग जाता है कि यार मतलब क्यों ऐसा हो जाता है. बट अब जैसे हमने 3-4 साल हो गए स्टार्ट किया है ना गेमिंग, तो अब उस लेवल तक आ चुके हैं कि अब ऐसा लगता है कि अब नहीं यार, अब मतलब अभी ऐसा कुछ मतलब उसको इजीली हम फेस कर लेते हैं. लेकिन जो मेन मेरे लिए तो ऐसा है कि डील करना सबसे बड़ा मुश्किल जो काम है वही है टॉक्सिसिटी. क्योंकि उनका एक क्वेश्चन को हम आंसर करेंगे, वो वापस से दूसरा क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे, उसको आंसर करने जाए वापस से तीसरा. मतलब उनके पास जो ऐसे प्लेयर्स होते हैं, आई मीन टॉक्सिक ऑडियंस या जो भी होता है, तो उनके पास हर एक चीज का आंसर होता है. तो उससे डील करना, और फिर अगर हमारे मतलब हमारे बातों से कुछ अगर एक थोड़ा सा भी गलत ये हो जाता है, तो कुछ ऐसे क्रिएटर्स भी बैठे होते हैं कि जो हाईलाइट पॉइंट लेके कि यार क्रॉन्टन ने ये बोल दिया, नमन ने ये बोल दिया, डायनामो ने ये बोल दिया, तो उसको लेकर फिर अलग वीडियो, फिर उससे टॉक्सिसिटी। तो मतलब इसको डील करना थोड़ा सा मुझे मुश्किल लगता है।
Okay, okay, Mansvi, what according to you is the biggest challenge today for gamers that gamers face?
Gamers, I think, someone like if I'm talking about gamers who want to actually get into gaming professionally, it would be one of the things is support from your parents, your peers. Is like that is how I begin, because my parents never actually saw this as a career for me or anyone else to be. But now that I'm actually sitting with four of the top gamers of the whole country. In fact, in world, we know that where gaming can actually take you. So I think the mainstream media needs to highlight more, like, because every time I've seen mainstream media highlight gaming, it's in like the negative light. It's like gaming की वजह से ये हो गया, gaming की वजह से वो हो गया, but they're not showing how. And like I'm really glad that FX is actually doing such a great panel where you're letting gamers themselves talk, like what are the benefits of gaming. And so many like media outlets are watching this right now, so many brands are watching this right now. So I think जब भी mainstream media में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा gaming या फिर gaming के फायदे या फिर गेमिंग से कहाँ लोग पहुंचे हैं ये दिखना चालू होगा, वैसे mainstream लोगों को भी, मतलब ऑडियंस को भी पता चलने लगेगा कि how gaming can take you places. So I think that is one of the things that can benefit gamers a lot. Get into gaming, get motivated, and grow themselves.
Okay, Animesh, we'll end with you. Great that nobody actually said that data is a bandwidth is a challenge for gamers today. I expected that to come out, but they didn't. So we've done some good progress, I think. But nobody said that bandwidth is a challenge. To you, I'll ask. I mean, is investment a challenge? Because in the if you look in the West or even in China, we know about this entire gaming park that they are building. We know about Michael Jordan, David Beckham, Mesut Ozil winning, owning gaming clans and teams. Uh, do you see investments coming in from big guys here, and are they even willing to invest in India?
See, I don't think as of now investment is a challenge in India. When it depends what you're talking about. If you're talking about game development, if you're talking about basic infrastructure, then it's a challenge. But if you're talking about the industry as a whole, wherein you're talking about our side, the content space or the esports space, I don't really see. Looking at the market and looking at the kind of instances that I've had over the past 6 months, the interest that I've had from various investors, across the world, different kind of venture capitalists who have reached out to me, I don't see any kind of a challenge. But I feel that there's a challenge that is inherent is the entrepreneurial mindset that the Indian gamers are lacking. I mean, what I feel that just lifting trophies don't take you anywhere and does not really do justice to the investor. What investor is looking for an industry that sustains for the next 20 years, $10 million investment that turns into a unicorn. So what I feel that whenever I talk to different investors who are willing to invest, they said that this is what India is lacking, and I feel that this is something that people need to develop. I mean, one person really rightly pointed that your YouTube is an enterprise that you run. So I mean, like if you look it as a store and you look it to expand it into a mall, that's when you have that entrepreneurial mindset. I mean, like आप stream कर रहे हो, आपकी watching आ रही है, वो सही है, पर आप उसको कुछ next level elevate कैसे कर सकते हो? You don't need to just become the biggest creator of India. You need to become a creator that people remember. I mean, like maybe even though PewDiePie went ahead and dissed India, still everyone knows PewDiePie. Why? Because he elevates. Ninja को सब जानते हैं because he elevated himself. क्यों? Because उनका सोच वैसा है. So I mean, like it's all about there's an inherent problem with in the Indian market. You need to have that mindset कि आपको कुछ बड़ा करना है. If you are the flag bearers of the industry, you need to ensure that we become a $1 billion industry before many other countries do it. I mean, like we are in a race, especially in the C region. If Indonesia and Thailand can do it, then why not India? We have a population and we have talent way above them. Even the interest जो भी है काफी ज़्यादा है. So if they can, why we can't? वाला question. And I think it's all about the inherent mindset that we have. वो I think धीरे-धीरे लोग समझ रहे हैं. Especially with the recent bans, people have realized that there was कि एक ही चीज करके आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते. You should have always diversified, and people are doing that. And I think it was a good learning lesson. अब लोग समझेंगे, and it has happened for the good. I think now I think 2021 would be a great year for Indian gaming, and I'm super excited to see what journey all of us embark on.
Thank you very much, Animesh. Thank you, Aditya. Thank you, Naman. Thank you, Chetan. Thank you, Manasi, for joining me here today. It was indeed a great moment for me to moderate this session. Really, really grateful for your time. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a nice time. Bye-bye, guys.